Hi, and welcome to this Vinyasa flow for strength. We're going to be working at a slightly quicker pace today, so I hope you're ready to get some heat on. Let's get warmed up. We're going to start sitting down on the mat. Come into a comfortable seated position. As always, if cross-legged isn't accessible to you, you can hop onto a block or a blanket or a pillow just to lift the hips. Rest your hands on your body and take a moment. Even though we're building that strength today, we still approach our practice with that same mindfulness and intentionality. So you can close your eyes, take your eyes off the video, and take a moment to deepen your breath. Breathing in through the nose, feeling the breath fill your lungs, maybe the belly expands. Gently begin to elongate your exhale. If you would like to set an intention for your practice today, I invite you to do that now. Something that's going to support you in this moment. Once you've found that, quietly repeating it to yourself. Take another breath. And then exhale, releasing any tension in the body. But sit up nice and tall, so lifting the heart, chest is nice and open, shoulders drawing down. Bringing the left hand down, inhale, take that right arm up, reaching up and over. And then float the right hand down, inhale, left arm up and over, beginning to warm up the spine. Let's do that once more, left hand down, right hand up. And changing sides. Good, we're going to bring the right hand across to the left knee. Inhale as you sit up nice and tall, and as you exhale, find a gentle twist. Unwind. Let's take it to the other side. Left hand on right knee. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, we twist. And then release. Good, let's loop the shoulders, forwards, up and down. And then change direction. Circle your shoulders the other way. And relax them down. Good, let's come onto the hands and knees. So swinging the legs around, setting up for your cat-cow stretch. Wrists roughly under the shoulders, knees roughly under the hips. Or inhale, drop the belly, take your gaze forward. Exhale, we round. Press into the hands, feel that doming in the upper back. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, we round. Good. Inhale, take your gaze forward, broaden across the collarbones. Exhale, arching through the back. And then come back to your flat back. We're going to reach the right hand forward, extend the left leg out long. We're going to take that same cat-cow movement that we did, but with the arm and the leg extended. So reach and lengthen, really send energy through the toes, through the fingertips. And then as you exhale, we're going to draw elbow to knee, find that cat arch in your spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we round. One more time on this side. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, we round. Place the hand and the knee down. Let's take it to the other side. Left arm reaching away, right leg extending behind you. Exhale, we round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, everything coming to that midline. One more time here. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we round. And place the hand and the knee down. We're going to tuck the toes under and then begin to walk the hands back towards the knees. Coming onto the feet, forward fold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Begin to straighten the legs, rolling up through the spine. Coming up to stand. Readjust. Nice. Coming towards the front of your mat now. Well, let's take it through our sun salutations. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's plant the hands down now. Step one foot back, then the other, plank pose. Now, because we're warming up, let's lower the knees and then lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under, come through kneeling again. So press up onto the knees. And then lift the one knee up, then the other, come into your downward facing dog. Stay here for a couple of breaths, pedaling out through the feet, reaching the heels one at a time towards the mat, warming up through the back of the legs. And then now let's look between the thumbs, begin to take some small steps with the feet. Slowly walk the feet up to meet the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Maybe hands touch overhead. Exhale, hands coming to heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. Plank pose this time. Option if you want to lower the knees, go for it. Or maybe we lower halfway down. Chaturanga. Inhale, sweep the chest forward, come up onto the tops of the feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, we're staying here for 3 breaths in our downward facing dog. You're gazing between the legs, maybe the thighs, really rooting through the palms, the knuckles of the fingers, drawing your chest back towards the thighs. Nice. Look between the thumbs. This time you can walk, step, maybe hop, and find a bit of air time. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Coming back to stand. Top of your mat. We're going to add on to that now. So let's inhale, sweep the fingertips forward, up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step, hop, or walk the feet back to plank pose. Let's lower through. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, make your way to your downward facing dog. Press the earth away, lift the hips up. Nice. From here, we're going to step the right foot forward and then lower that back knee down. Coming into a low lunge. Inhale, reach the fingertips up, shoulders relaxed. Breathing into the front of that hip. Notice if we're kind of sinking the hips down here. If you are, just hug the hips a little bit up. Take one more breath. Exhale, release the hands down. Now listening to this next part, because we're going to repeat this throughout our flow. When you bring the hands down to the mat, I really want you to press out of the hands so much so that you get that same doming in your upper back as when we came into a cat stretch. Tuck the left toes under, pick up the left knee, and then find that pressing up and out of the shoulders, a little lift in your abdominals as you step that right foot back. Beautiful. Take it through your Vinyasa. Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog, or maybe cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot now between the hands. Lower the right knee. Inhale, low lunge. Maybe circle the wrists. Give the jaw a wiggle. Notice where you're holding tension in the body and try to release. Release the hands down to the mat. Tuck the right toes under. Remember that same lifting up, engagement through the upper back as you slide the left toes back. Lower down, knees to chest. Inhale, high cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths now, coming to some stillness. Remember, these downward facing dogs are a great way to check in with your body. Each time you come on the mat, each day you come on the mat. Stay here for 3 breaths each time if you can. And then when you're ready, looking between the thumbs, step, hop, or walk the feet up to meet the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Hands touching overhead. Draw the hands to heart center. Notice how you feel. Now this is a vinyasa for strength, so we are going to get warm. But remember, it's also your practice, so please modify as and when you feel you want to. Listen to your body. Let's heel toe the feet a little bit closer together now. Big toes to touch, a tiny thumbprint of space between the heels. Chair pose, we sit the hips back, reach the fingertips either forward, or if you can, take the hands a little bit higher, go for it. Hug the biceps in. The tailbone is long, the tummy is pulling in, shoulders down. Breathing here. Maybe sink the hips a little bit deeper if you want to challenge yourself today. And then exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose. Take it through your vinyasa or skip these if you want to skip them. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Notice any sensations in the body as you come into your downward facing dog. Find places where you can add a bit of ease into this pose. And then when you're ready, we're going to step that right foot forward once more, this time coming into a high lunge. So keep the left heel lifted up on the toes of the back foot. Come up onto the fingertips just to check in with that balance, that stability. So checking that we've got enough space between the feet. And then when you're ready, we inhale, rise up. High lunge. Check that your shoulders are stacked over the hips. We've got that alignment. If you need to, you can bend the back leg, kind of tuck the pelvis under, and then re-straighten through that back leg. Good. We're going for 3 lifts here. So when you're ready, exhale, straighten through the front leg, press the hands down towards the mat. Inhale, we rebend. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. One more time. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. And then you're going to open out to your warrior 2. Front knee stays bent, right knee stays bent. We're reaching the fingertips forwards and back. Check in with your foundations. Have a peek at that front knee. Notice if it's collapsing inwards. We want to just encourage it to press out, gazing over the right fingertips or maybe straight ahead. Let's flip that front palm. Inhale, reach the fingertips forwards, up and back. Reverse your warrior. And then rise back up, warrior 2. This time, let's place the forearm on the thigh. Left fingertips reaching up. Find a lift, engaging through the waist. Rising back up, warrior 2. With that right quad beginning to heat up a little bit. And then let's cartwheel the hands down, frame that front foot. Remember, find this lift up and out of the hands as you slide the right foot back. Take it through your vinyasa, knees down, and then keeping these elbows in. It's a great practice for those chaturangas. Inhale, cobra or high upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting the tailbone high. Think about lifting the front of the hip creases up towards the ceiling. Let's bend the left knee now. Step the left foot forward. Staying up on the toes of the right foot, right heel spiking up. Inhale, rise up. High lunge. Relax the shoulders, readjust if you found it helpful to bend the back leg in that other side, then we can repeat that. On your next breath out, we'll straighten through the left knee, really press the arms down beside the body. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. One more time here. Exhale, we lift, building strength through the legs. Inhale, we lower. Breathing here. I'm just going to turn around so I can continue to see you, or you can see me rather. And then when you're ready, open out, warrior 2. Left knee bending deeply, press into the right edge back edge of your right foot, and send that energy through the arms, through the fingers. Let's turn the left palm up now. Inhale, reach the fingers forwards, up and back. Reverse your warrior. Coming back up, warrior two, left forearm on the thigh, right fingertips up to the sky. Find this lifting up and out of the shoulder, pressing out of the forearm. And then coming back up, warrior two once more. Maybe lift the corners of the mouth. Embracing that heat that we're building through the legs. Take one more breath here. And then let's cartwheel the hands down, framing that left foot. Slide the left toes back. And then we're just going to pause for a minute in this plank position. Notice, I will say in my classes, let me spin it around. Notice where your mind goes to when we come into something like a plank. Maybe your body, your immediate reaction is, I can't do this, or, oh no, what are we going to do next? A bit of panic. If high plank is not available or too strong for you, then lower the knees. And then we're going to see how it feels. We do this all together, so don't worry, we're in it together. You're going to wrap the elbows in, so hug those elbows in towards the body, either up on the toes or on the knees. And for a count of 5, we're going to lower all the way down to the mat. Don't worry if you sort of flop down at the end. Engaging through the front body, the abdominals drawing in. Take a breath in and then begin to bend the elbows. Lower all the way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Forehead is on the mat. Hands under the shoulders. We're going to reach the fingertips towards the heels now. Coming into locust pose. So on your inhale, lift the chest, shoulders, and then reach the fingers back. Draw the shoulder blades together, keeping the back of the neck nice and long. Taking one more breath here. And then lower the head down. Bring the hands back under the shoulders, tuck the toes, and then when you're ready, lifting up either through knees or through plank, come back into your downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths. Really nice work so far. Maybe you feel warm, maybe you feel challenged. Whatever emotions or thoughts are coming up through this practice, just acknowledge them with kindness and then gently release them like a cloud passing by. Let's bend both knees now. And then when you're ready, maybe take a hop up with the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Palms touching overhead. Hands coming to heart center. We've got one more flow to do together. Hope you're excited. Let's heel toe the feet together once more. Inhale, chair pose, sit the hips back, reach the hands forward. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Maybe sink a bit deeper. And then when you're ready, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop the feet back to plank. Inhale, lower chaturanga to upward facing dog. Lifting the thighs off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, you're going to anchor, so really anchor, send the energy through that left heel, reaching it down towards the mat. As you inhale, right leg lifts, 3-legged dog or split dog. We're going to go for knees to chest, building some of that core strength, upper body strength. So when you're ready, exhale, bend the right knee, draw the knee towards the chest, squeeze the knee towards the chest, squeeze the heel towards the bottom. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Last one, now we cross the body. Exhale, knee towards the left elbow. Inhale, kick the leg up. And then let's step that right foot between the hands, coming into warrior one, rising up, left heel is lowered this time, arms reaching up and overhead. You can have the hands wide or maybe bring the palms to touch if that's openness is available in your shoulders. Bend the front knee, press into the back edge of your left foot. Circle the wrists. We've been on the hands a lot. Nice stretch. Exhale, open out warrior two. Let's flip that right palm. Inhale, reach the fingertips forwards, up and back. And then maybe we find a little bind. So gently wrapping the left arm around the back. And rise back up, warrior two. Forearm on the thigh once more, or maybe your hand comes onto a block or onto the mat. Left fingertips reaching up and overhead. Excuse me. Good. Rising back up, warrior two. We're going to cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Pick up the left heel. Take it into a twist. Left hand down, right hand up. And then release the right hand down. Let's find that engagement through the upper back. Slide the right toes back. Plank pose. We're going to go for that lower down to a count of 5 once more. So we know what's coming. Find your preparation. Hug the abdominals up. And then begin to bend the elbows. Draw the elbows back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Right heel anchors down, left leg lifts up. Exhale, knee to chest. Squeeze the knee to the chest, squeeze the heel to the bottom, building that core strength. Inhale, kick the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, kick the leg up. This time let's cross the body, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, left leg lifts. This time let's step left foot between the hands. I'll spin round again, rising up, warrior one. Front knee is bent deeply. Let's circle the wrists. Find some ease. And then we'll open out warrior two. Let's flip that left palm up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach the fingertips forwards, up and back. And then if you had found the bind on the other side, maybe you wrap the right arm behind the low back on this side. Releasing the bind, coming back up, warrior two. The left forearm on thigh, or maybe fingertips down on the mat or a block. Right fingertips overhead. Now we're coming towards the end of our practice, but still maintaining awareness in that lift through the waist. Rising back up, warrior two. Let's cartwheel the hands down. Pick up the right heel, right hand down, left hand up, coming into your twist. Release the left hand down. Let's slide that left foot back one last time. Practicing our plank, maybe knees down. We're up on the toes. Take one more breath here. And then let's lower the knees, sink the hips back, come into child's rest. Your knees can be together, or you can take the knees slightly wider, keeping the big toes touching. And then reach the arms overhead. And observing your breath, notice if your breath has increased. Most likely it has. Sink the hips closer towards the heels. Allow the shoulders to open towards the ground. Taking one more breath here. And then let's slowly roll all the way up to seated. Beautiful. Swing the legs around. We're going to take Both legs out long. Finish off with a gentle stretch. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Breathing into the back of the legs. Taking one more breath here as you exhale, maybe coming a little bit deeper into this forward fold. And then we'll release, come back up. We're going to come to lie down on our mat for a final few stretches. Let's take the arms out into a T or cactus shape. Lift the knees up, knees over the hips. And then taking the knees over to one side, take the knees over to the right, keep the left shoulder pressing down. Maybe your gaze is over your left arm or left fingertips. And then coming back up, take your knees over to the left now, right shoulder pressing down, gazing over the right arm. Inhale, bring the knees back up to center. We're going to hug the knees towards the chest, give yourself a squeeze, take a gentle rock side to side. And if you have the time today, maybe spending a couple of minutes in Shavasana. Let's take the legs out long. Bring the arms alongside the body, palms softly turning up. Letting go of any control of the breath now. Allowing the breath to return to its natural rhythm. Relaxing the weight of your body onto the mat. And just taking this moment to be still after our movement, after this strengthening practice. Take a moment to express gratitude to yourself for coming onto your mat today, for dedicating this time to your practice, to yourself. Stay here for as long as you're able to, and then when you're ready, we're going to bring the hands together, bring the hands to heart center, nod the chin to the chest. We'll finish our practice here. Namaste.